Everybody, so we don't have a lot more to do, and in fact it's actually incredibly easy to do the rest of the stuff we're going to do. And just in keeping with the theme of everything we've done in this class so far, I'm quite literally just going to take a whole bunch of concepts of what we've just done and redo them in a slightly different way. Okay, so I hope by now you guys are really starting to get this, that it is so easy. As long as you know divide domain squared and construct domain, and you know how to control point lists, you're gold in this program. So so here's ruled surf, right? That's our Louver datum plane. What I'm going to do is just like these, oh, I erased them, but just like the frames that we created, right? I'm going to reduce the frame, then I'm going to cut a hole out of this whole thing. I'm going to extrude it down, give myself a little deep frame to work with, and then I'm going to put these diagonal louvers inside that frame. You following so far? Yes. All right, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but anyway, let's borrow, because it's right here, I can just borrow this whole segment and bring it up. So I'm going to do a subsurf, just carry this whole section up and put it right next to that ruled surf. And if you're keeping in time with me, just plug that in really fast. You will need to turn it on and turn this stuff off. Actually, leave your original one on, sorry. Okay, so we need to look at it pretty closely because we have a very long and narrow surface now, but we want the proportions on the subdivision to be relatively the same. So I need to change, looks like the percentage of like 2% from those sides is very, very small. I almost can't even see it. And then at the ends, it's very, very large. So I'm going to pull these out. Actually, I'll pull that back. And let me go to the other side and make it about the same. 99. But these ones are going to be a little larger. Maybe even up to like 15%.
Did you barely put that
What?
Sorry.
Okay, and then we're repeating all these concepts here. I'm just going to subtract that thing out. So that was done with solid difference, and it's right here. So I can copy and paste. Whoops. Yeah, copy and paste. Go over there. And then I suggest, since we're cross-referencing these things, sorry, probably need water. I suggest, since we're cross-referencing these things now, that you either disconnect all before you plug new ones in, or lock your solver. So I'm going to lock my solver, plug my original surface in there, and my new surface in here. And then that should now leave me with a base frame that's open. Pretty good so far, right?
Yeah, sure.
Not hard. Now, the other thing I'm going to do real quick before I close out this part of the video, because then I'm moving on to a new idea, is I'm just going to create some thickness for this thing, because it's just a frame right now. So this one, I don't have to do all that weird boundary volume stuff. I can just extrude it downward. And that's all I'll do. So I'll go to Surface, Freeform, Extrude. And then I can make sure that that's going to go in the unit Z direction. It's going to be this one. Yeah, it'll be a -1. So I'm going to say -1, actually -1.00 to 0. That way I can look at it very carefully and calibrate it to exactly how deep I want it to be. I think I do want it to be about as deep. I'm just going to leave it at a foot. That should be fine. That's as deep as my floor slab, and it's a decent datum for me to work off of. Okay, so depending on what you want to do here for these louvers, if you want rather thin frames or if you want them to be pretty thick, you can change the value of your sliders if you so choose. But that's what the level that I'm going to operate on. Okay. Any questions before I proceed? All right.